Hello everyone, welcome to yet another Liverpool video. In this video we will be discussing and analyzing why we should sell Darwin Núñez. Obviously as a Liverpool fan, when we signed him on 2022, I always had high expectation for him because obviously he signed him for record fee, and the other thing is that whatever player Liverpool sent is usually works. Only couple of misses we had over the period of time, and we signed him because of his terrific performance for Benfica during his second year stint at Benfica, and he scored a really good two goals against us during his performance in Champions League quarter final, if I am correct. And the other aspect is that from Benfica to England, obviously the transfer would have been difficult for him because he didn't know English. It has been a struggling time for him during the initial season at England. He had a lot of rough patches. But during the second season, there has been a spark. Obviously, the game against Newcastle, where he has saved the game for us by scoring two goals, especially in the later stages of the game, and one in the stoppage time, if I am correct. So all these kinds of things, obviously, we thought that okay, now the time has turned, he will obviously perform. And there were also the glimpses of his caliber throughout the second season in the 2023-2024 season. But what really mattered or what made him a contrasting figure is his consistency in his performance. He will show glimpses, but what he struggles is to deliver consistent performance across a 3 year. And the other thing I would likely pointing out is that what makes him the controversial figure is that fans love him for his work ethic and attitude. He worked tirelessly even for the defensive duty. He gives a lot of run for the midfielders to deliver the ball. But on the other hand, where is the output? Where is the consistency? We love him as a person, but when it comes to the result, he really is a polarizing figure. So that's why we are digging deeper into why we should sell Darwin Núñez at the end of this season. So let's figure out the first reason why we should sell Darwin Núñez. So the first reason I would like to discuss here is the new slot system or Slotball. See, if you check the statistics I refer to understand for the performance of Darwin Núñez. So from that itself we can clearly analyze that there is a big dip in Darwin Núñez performance in terms of XG as well as in terms of expected assist. Last season he got approximately 18 point something, and to this season it clearly dipped to 4 point something. It's clearly understandable because Darwin Núñez didn't get enough opportunity this season. But what really concerns me is that Slot is a manager who completely unlocked Gravenberg and Sabosle, and there has been a massive positive shift in the performance of these two players. So why it is impossible or find it difficult for Slot to transform Darwin Núñez's life? For that we need to analyze and go back to Klopp's system. So in Klopp's system, as we all know, it involved a lot of chaos. It involved a lot of intensity, pressing and speed. In that system, footballers with pace really thrive, and that's why Núñez had a lot of better opportunity in his club system, and he had scored better performance in last season compared to this season. And the great historical example for player with better speed who thrived in club system is obviously Sadio Mane, because club loves player who running down the channel scoring a lot of goals. But transition to Slotball emphasizes on control. He loves player with a technical finesse. He expects his center forward to participate in the build-up play, give a lot of passes, and he doesn't want unwanted motion or unwanted movement of the center forward. Because see, if you check out his pattern, Luis Diaz is often played as center forward. Luis Diaz can take part in the build-up play. Or often, if you check out the Manchester City play, he didn't even play as center forward. He put Curtis Jones in terms of center forward. From that also we can understand his entire system is built on control, and in this control system, he requires player with technical finesse and elegance. And that's where Darwin Núñez really struggled because Darwin Núñez Passing is not up to the mark, his build-up play is not up to the mark, and his finishing hasn't improved a lot. So that's where the biggest question arrives. Whether Nunes will be able to adapt to the slot ball, I think it will be a long time and it will a lot of effort from Nunes' side to improve to that particular level of slot football. So as the second reason, I would like to discuss the emotional maturity of Darwin Núñez as a player as a reason we should sell Darwin Núñez this season. See, I love Darwin Núñez' attitude, aggression, and I love him as a Liverpool fan. I love him from my heart. But when it comes to my brain and logic, there are certain things I would like to mention and analyze. See, as we all know, Darwin Núñez lacks composure when it comes to crucial moments, and that clearly affects Liverpool as a team. It's obviously understand that his performance dipped this season. His confidence level is also low because he's not getting that enough playing time. It's clearly understandable. But look at other striker, Jota. He's also not getting a lot of chances this season due to injuries and other reasons. And we cannot carry each and every player this much minutes or playing time. But when Jota is called upon, he tried to capitalize on the opportunity and utilize it and score goals and deliver for the team. Look at Endo. Whenever he is called upon, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't matter. He always tries to deliver for the team. On the other hand, Darwin Núñez requires a streak of games in order to build up his confidence. And in that also, in the games if he misses the chances, there is a massive dip in his confidence which really affects the performance of the game. So on the other hand, if you think that from that perspective, he's a burden or a baggage to the team. I would also like to compare him to the other player from South America, which is Alexis McAllister. His emotional maturity, his composure, his mentality, which is always helping the team. Look at the last game against Newcastle. He scored out of nothing. He's always trying to deliver for the team. So these are the mental or emotional maturity we expect from the player, which is obviously Darwin Núñez lacks. It may be due to he is struggling to accommodate in England or adapt in England. I still believe that he is not settled in England. So that's why I hope that a move away from England will help him to revive his career in a better way. So I hope for his better and he will move away from England and PL in the next season. So now let us take a comparison of Darwin Núñez to possible alternatives. The first alternative will obviously come into our mind is Alexander Isak. See, Alexander Isak overall development as a player over the years in Newcastle has been really amazing because his passing, his finishing, technical fineness, elegance, running through the channels, everything has shown a lot of improvement and he has become an instrumental part for the success of Newcastle United. See, we need these kinds of players to score in crucial games and crucial situations. If Alexander Isak could have played for us against the Everton 2-2 game, I believe that we might have won the game. Especially while playing against low block teams, we need player who takes or who has that fine edge in order to score in the crucial moment. Now Salah is doing for us. Salah is trying to over deliver. But for how long? For how long we can depend on Salah? We need another player who can step up and fill the shoes. So that's why I am always betting on Alexander Isak. And the other aspect is that we are not only aiming for winning the league this season. We need to continue this success. We need to take this team to the next level. And I still believe for past couple of seasons, the central striker is a one position. If he had a great signing, we might have tried. But we hadn't opted for that. So if we buy Isak, I believe that there will be a really big push for the next season and we will continue to improve and strive for more success and more trophies in the coming season. So I hope our club Liverpool will obviously sign Isak or some other alternative who can take the team performance to the next level. So that's all for this video. I hope you really loved and enjoyed the analysis and discussion about whether we should sell Darwinus. It is obviously a controversial and polarizing question, but I believe that it is high time that we should move on from Darwin Núñez. So that's all for this video. Signing off.